Hey everybody out there in YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to share my DoorDash experience from the last couple times I've been doing it. So if you wouldn't mind, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the algorithm. Okay, so first I want to talk about how I got started with DoorDash. So I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but I actually lost my job back in February, and I've been having a hard time trying to find a new job. And I keep having interviews, and it's just nothing is happening for me. So I decided to try out DoorDash. And so last Thursday, me and my girlfriend decided to basically start it. We got it downloaded, we went through all the background process, and then did the driver's license information and make sure you had insurance. So basically now it is Thursday night, about, I want to say 9 o'clock or so, 8:30, 9 o'clock. And so we start driving and we get our first order to Walmart. Well, we have no idea what to do for Walmart, so we're like, okay, well, we're gonna decline this. Well, the next one we got was to, I believe, McDonald, sorry. So the first one was McDonald's, and then I go inside, get it, and I don't know what to really do. So he's like, are you here for order whatever number? I had to look at the app to make sure. I'm like, yeah, that's me. So I get the food, go in the back in the car, drive over to this person's house. Well, I know where the apartments are at. I've been there, around there before. And then I was like, all right, where's the address? And then finally I found it. So I dropped it off, and it was just a drop and go type of scenario. I took a picture of it and was on my way. And then the next one, I believe, was, I know there was an Amigos in there, where it was in Havelock area, which is, if you're not familiar with Lincoln, Nebraska area, it's on the north side of town. But so I get there, go to the drive-thru, say I'm here with DoorDash to get an order, and she goes, okay, pull around. So I pull around, and I'm sitting there, and she goes, would you like a free drink while you're waiting? And I'm like, yeah, why not, So she's like, we have Pepsi products. So I'm like, I'll get Mountain Dew. And I was like sitting there waiting, and then it was like, all right. So we ended up taking it to the person's house. So that was that order. And then we got an alberados order, I believe, which we ended up dropping off at someone's house. They said if you dropped it off, you get an extra tip. And that was also not far from the Havelock area, which was super nice. Okay, so the restaurant was Sonic. So I just went through the drive-thru. I waited there a little bit because there was a little bit of a line, and I didn't know if you could do the stalls. So that's what ended up picking that up, dropping it off. So that was the only orders we did. We're like, all right, let's be done for the night. Ended up making about $20 for a little over an hour and a half work, I believe. So it wasn't too bad. And then, so fast forward to Saturday night, and we decided to go do another run for it. And we ended up driving down 84th Street, and then the order popped up for Walmart, and we denied that. We're still not sure what exactly to do. I think I may have found out that you have to do the pickup, and then you got to get a customer signature, which I'm like, well, I mean, it is what it is. But then we ended up getting a Casey's order, and it was all the way in Eagle, Nebraska, which is outside of Lincoln. We were like, yeah, that's really far to drive. But the next one we ended up getting was Amigos, and sure enough, they offered me another drink. So then we had a double order too, so it went all the way from Amigos, and then right across the street was Sonic. So we got both of those orders, and we took both of those to them. One of them, which happened to be in an old apartment complex we used to live at. So that was very interesting and odd at the same time. And then I believe the next one that came through was Papa John's. So I went to pick up a pizza, and I waited there for a couple minutes, and the guy's like, all right, here's your pizza. I just want to verify the name. So I gave him the name, and he's like, okay, awesome. And then, so took that order. It was just down the road on Superior Street, which isn't that far from the Papa John's I ended up picking up. So after that, I believe the next one was Taco Bell. That's right. So we ended up picking this Taco Bell up, order in the drive-thru. Went to east side of town, like 48th area by Madsen's, which is a bowling alley. So we ended up doing that, and then we got 2 back-to-back orders for alberados. One was for 1 taco, and the other one was for 2 sides of rice, which, well, okay, whatever. Anyway, so we ended up taking it down to the one location. It wasn't that far. The next one was down in the university. So we had to find this building down there, and I had to go inside, and I was like, okay, at least they gave me some easy instructions to do. So I went inside. There were some elevators. I took them up to the 3rd floor. I'm like, all right, now I got to find this at 325, I think the number was. So I'm sitting here trying to find it and walk down the hallway. I'm like, here we go. So found it, ended up going back down the stairs, and I'm like, okay. So we ended up, I think after that, we were driving past the university, and then we get a McDonald's order. So we go pick that one up in the drive-thru as well. And then that one was not that far away. It was some apartments just north of there. So after that, we put it on pause, and we're like, we need to take a break from that. We ended up making like $37, I believe, from that order. So total for 2 days was about $56, which isn't too bad for about a little over 3 hours of work. But yeah, I think we might end up doing it again, you know, the next night or two, depending on what's going on. So hope you guys enjoy the video. You know, if you want to keep hearing more DoorDash experience stories, I'll do some more for you. So hit that like button and make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.